I'm going to be open, honest, and vulnerable. I struggle to make friends. If you know me, I'm very sure that this will come as a huge shock to you, because so many people know me as Amaka the extrovert, Amaka the one who connects people to each other, Amaka the one who is always everywhere. While all of this is actually very true, when it comes to making close quality friendships, I struggle. And I know that this is a problem for so many other women out there, especially Nigerian women in their 40s. And this is why I am so delighted to be having this episode of the Let's Weigh In show. You know that I am very, very particular about helping women, Nigerian women, especially those above 40, find meaning and fulfillment in their lives. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing in this episode of the Let's Weigh In show. Today, my co-pilot, Chibuzo-Obi, is going to be counseling me and so many other women out there who have the struggle to attract quality friendships in their lives. She's going to be telling us what we can do to ensure that by this time next year, we would have had a solid circle of friends that we can count on, come rain, come sunshine. Because honestly, that is one of life's biggest gifts, to have friends that stick closer than brothers or sisters. So I'm not going to talk too much in today's edition of the Let's Weigh In show. I'm going to be listening a lot and soaking a lot of things in, and I invite you to do the same as well if you fall into my category of people who have a little bit of a problem attracting good friends. So first of all, Ogechukwu, the fact that I struggle with making friends, or not making friends, because I make friends all the time, but just having that real quality, deep connection in friendship with people is something that I've struggled with for some time, more so as I became older, right? And at some point, I started thinking, could it be a me problem? Could it be that I'm just not friendable? You know? Because at some point you start thinking, is there something following you? Is there something that, you know? So, but I knew that it wasn't that I was not friendable, because even though I was struggling with having that connection with people, I saw that people were having the connection with me, right? So there were people that could swear that I'm their best friends. But for me, there was still...
The vibe is not vibing. You're not connecting with that person.
So why do you think things like this happen with people like
yeah, it's not that you're not having friends. It's just that you feel that there's this lack of connection. Because it's not as if you don't have friends.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Like, friends, I have them in
on, yes.
Right?
But now that connection, that bond connection that
yes.
You know, sometimes bonds don't just grow on us. We build it.
Okay.
You build those bonds. You understand? When you connect with somebody, when you see somebody, and you
like
it starts with vibe first. You understand? We are vibing, and like, so from vibe, relationships grow the way marriage grew, or the way normal relationships grow. You understand? When we say like talking,
you meet, you get attracted, you become friends, and then you now develop feelings. And
so that is the way our mutual friendship or relationship should also grow. So we see somebody that we vibe together with. So after that, okay, this person looks like somebody I can build a solid friendship with. Then you now go on to begin, because friendship is deep, it's sacrifice. It takes a lot from you. It takes commitment, it takes sacrifice, it takes you being there for that person and that person being there for you. It takes you understanding their values and what they stand for, you understand? And it takes you being also finding out if that person is seeing you the way you're seeing them. Because if you're seeing that, because I've seen a lot of people whereby they think this person is their friend, but that person is not seeing them as their friend. Do you understand?
Absolutely. You know, you mentioned sacrificing and all of that. And for me, one of the biggest issues I think I have with this matter is the fact that I'm not someone who likes to disturb people. And so I usually feel like, okay, when we have met the first time and we vibed, really hit it off and all that, that when I go back home and then I start sending you messages, I feel like
you're
disturbing the person. I feel like I'm intruding into the person's space.
That's how you build it.
What happens is, for me personally, and I'm sure for some people watching me right now, is that they meet, they vibe, they go home, everybody just...
Let me tell you what the issue is. You are still responding to that trauma response of rejection. So the fear of being rejected, the fear of being like, okay, let it not be that I want to create, but let this person not see me finish.
No, it's not. For me, okay, let me be honest. It's not that I fear the rejection. I deal with rejection well. I think the thing is, I fear being seen as a pest.
Oh,
I think that's what my fear is. I fear being seen as a pest. Let's just call it a pest.
But
like too much trouble.
True. Yeah.
You know, so I just try to.
You don't want to be a handful, and because you're feeling that you don't want to be a handful, you are no longer committed. You're not putting that commitment. Build. So you start it and you leave it.
I leave it. I just leave it because in my head I'm like, by the time I say how are you today and say I hope you're doing well tomorrow, the person says like,
what
was all this? You know, so I don't want to get to that point where the person will not be like, what is it? Am I? She want to marry me?
Do you know that there's somebody?
Me?
Let me share this today. There's somebody I met online. The way I have online friends, I met her online, and one time I traveled to the city where she was, and you know, I just put it, I think that I was having challenge with Uber people going from one place to another. So I think I just put it on my social media handle, that these Uber people here, they want to kill my enemy. So she sent me a DM and said, are you in my city? I said, yes. I said, oh, that's, she would like us to meet, that she's having a program, would like come. I said, okay, no problem, that will come. But I wasn't able to go to the program because I couldn't meet up. She now invited me to her house.
Okay.
She invited me to her house. I met her on social media. The first time I saw her was me going.
So I understand that. I'm sorry to cut you, but after you came to her house and left, because it's not coming to the house that is the problem.
That's why I want.
Do you understand? It's not the coming. That's the connection. That's the first point of contact.
Yes.
It's what happens after then that usually separates that bond.
That's how
just meeting somebody.
That's why I now want to tell you. So I came to her house. So I've been to that city like 2 or 3 times after them. And that was how we built that relationship.
Okay.
You understand? We now started talking. Now, even her husband and my husband, you understand? The last time I went to that city with my children, we visited, you understand? She has a...
So, no, I need you to give me, because you're saying that is how.
Okay.
Give me a step-by-step way
of how you can build.
Because I just told you that one of the issues, and I believe a lot of people have this issue as well, is in the follow-up. Okay? Because there are people like me that think that by the time I follow up once, twice, I might be disturbing you. Because I'm also someone that can easily get disturbed. And so I think I project that as well.
And you think people will be disturbed?
I think that
how can you
be disturbed?
How can you now build?
No, I'm done. Yeah. So how do we now take it step by step?
So you meet the person, you start the conversation, you understand, you have become friends and all that. After that, after you have met the person, what's the next thing? From time to time, you check up, you ask questions. How are you doing? How is family? How is this? When you see the person's program, you understand. You're like, oh, are you doing this? Oh, can I do this for you? You understand?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So you also offer.
Yes.
To help.
Yes. Okay. Can I do this for you? Oh, what you're doing is nice. Oh, do you need anything? You understand? So because once you exchange contact, I'm seeing your status. You understand? Yeah. So I'm seeing certain things that the person is doing. So, oh, you're doing it. Oh, this is nice. Oh, the husband is celebrating birthday. Oh, happy birthday. Is he there? Give him the phone. You understand? Give him the phone. Oh, happy birthday, daddy. We'll sing. I'll call the person. I will call. They'll say, happy birthday, daddy. We'll sing happy birthday. I'll call my children. We'll sing happy birthday and all that. So gradually you are building it. You understand? When maybe the person needs something, or maybe the person is down, oh, sorry, is there anyhow I can help you?
Always ask for how I can help.
So gradually, you're becoming part of that person's life. I
see.
You're becoming part of that. So that person is seen. So if the person needs something, say, oh, yeah, this is somebody I can rely on. Oh, let me call my... So it doesn't happen over time, you understand? For the fact that you and that person connected the first time, so that you are on the same lane, you're on the same, you believe the same thing, you have the same values. So you now begin to nurture it the way we nurture babies. You begin to grow it. It takes a lot, you understand? Yeah, so is that patience for you to be able to do that? Sometimes when the person is celebrating birthday, I send gifts to the city, you understand? And from doing that, the person also sends to, we are not in the same city, the person sends to me, you understand? So
it's basically what I'm hearing you say is nurture it and also model to them what you like expect.
Yes.
Yeah. because you know, as you're talking, I'm actually seeing the places that have fallen short. Because for me, it's usually okay, we vibe, and when we vibe, we vibe.
Yes, and you leave it there. You're like that. Yes, you are like you just like you plant a seed and you don't water it.
Because I usually think, oh, I'm going to be bothering them,
No.
have their life to live. I don't want to butt in and all of that. But what I'm hearing you saying, it doesn't even have to be an everyday communication.
No, of course not.
Yeah, so but you can just check in once in a while, follow up with them, ask what's going on in their life.
Exactly.
And it's basically how we connected, me and you. Okay.
Exactly. So it's not the same.
Connected.
So that's just it.
So let's now lay it out on the table, just in case you still have it a bit twisted, right? If you're out there, you're struggling to make friends, you're struggling to keep valuable friendships, you're struggling to have quality people in your circle, it may not necessarily be because you're a bad person. It could just be because you do not have the principles to making and keeping valuable friendships. And right now, Ogechukwu has helped us, you know, to learn practical things that we can begin to do. I mean, you don't have to read 48 laws of power to be able to do this. It's just very practical. The first thing is you meet that person, you vibe with them very well. You know that this is the kind of person you want to have in your corner. Check, right? You go home. You acknowledge them. Oh, it was so good to meet you and all of that. And then from time to time, you check in on the person. How are you doing? You follow the person on social media. I think that's the one I have to really learn how to do. Follow them on social media so that you know exactly what's going on in their lives. A lot of people are quite open on social media. Their birthdays, they are there. Their special moments, they are there. Check in. But most importantly, what I've learned is ask how you can serve. Because a lot of us want friendships, but we don't want to serve. We want friends that can serve us, but we don't ask ourselves consciously, how do we serve them?
True.
So also ask how you can serve. I mean, look at this guy that was just buried, Alex Ikubo. Lots of people have said lots of things about his circle of friends, and we saw them show up. They showed up. In fact, I didn't see his family as much as I saw his friends.
They were everywhere.
Right? They showed up. Iko Bona, Vintage, Yomi Casual, God Sent. You know, they really showed up. And these kinds of friendships don't fall from the sky.
It's built
and nurtured. There's a video I saw where Alex Ikubo traveled somewhere and Ike didn't call him. He surprised him. He flew to go and meet him and knocked on the door, opened the door. Alex wanted to run mad. He was crazy. He was like, you didn't call me. I said, no, I didn't want to call you. I wanted to surprise you. And that brought tears to my eyes because that's the kind of friendships we pray for. But as you pray for it to get it from someone else, you also have to be that kind of person. So for people like me out there who have been struggling, I hope that we do better right now. I now know what to begin to do to increase my circle, because trust me, my circle is really small, very small. So I now know what to begin to do to at least increase it and have more quality people inside of it. So is there any other thing you want to tell people like me before we go?
Don't be afraid that you're going to be a border. Don't be afraid that you're going to be a pest, because we need friends. You know, we can't do life alone. We can't do life. You know, after I finished watching Alex's burial, I told myself that I need to be more out for the people that matter to me, because
absolutely.
And we now begin to ask the questions. If we are not here, if we are removed from the picture, can your friends
stand for you
when you are not there? Can your children run to your friend and say, oh, this, auntie, this? Can your friend say, oh, I'm going to take care of these children?
Absolutely.
So these are deep questions we need to ask ourselves, and we need to be that friend, and you know, be totally committed to building meaningful relationships that will outlive us.
Absolutely. That's very important, especially as women. It's very important. And please don't be that woman who says, I don't have friends.
I don't need friends.
And you brag about it. It's not a good thing. You should have friends. You should be a friend to somebody as well. You can't do life alone. And it's not just about family. Sometimes you need the support of people outside of your family. Yes. So I'm going to start working on actively building meaningful friendships. I've desired it for a very long time, and now I know how. So off I go. And I hope you do
building
him as well. My name is Amaka Chibuzo-Obi, and this is my beautiful friend and co-host Ogechukwu. This is the Let's Weigh In show. I hope you're subscribed already to this channel. If you're not, please take a minute, a second even, to click the subscribe button. Share this video with your friends and family, because there is someone out there who needs the information that we just passed in this video. You just never know. So share it in all of your WhatsApp groups and your status as well. Until we come your way in the next video, this is me saying, God bless you.